We are at the Brooklyn Film Festival for the premiere of A Mosquito in the Ear for the opening night of the festival. And who do we have here today?
Hi, my name is Emily Dillard, and I'm the producer and co-writer of the film.
Oh, so you're a co-writer as well, and
Yeah.
you're a producer. Okay. Why did you decide to be a producer and a co-writer for this film?
So it really started from the premise of the story. I read a premise of the graphic novel along with the director back in 2021, and we decided it was just a new take on adoption that we hadn't seen really represented in cinema, and one that we hadn't read about before, but we thought that was really true to um, maybe what it was like nowadays to adopt internationally. And so we met the family that the story was based on and started talking with them. And that's really where it all started to spark. And so we wrote the script over the course of about a year and put the production together. And finally, it's kind of unreal to be here now after that was 2021.
And how hard was it, or how easy was it to actually find the family and speak to them and for them to want to share their experience with you?
So we were lucky that we had gotten sent the story premise on a publisher's list. So I reached out to the publisher, and they connected me with the author's agents, and so we got to meet each other through that. And they were very generous to set up that lunch for us.
As a producer, what do you think would be the success factor for this film?
I think the number one success factor will be relatability, because our characters, I think, are deeply human in that sense, where you see their triumphs, you see their flaws, and that's something that I think overall there's no superheroes in this film. They're trying to create a family, which is, I think, something that no matter what kind of family, in traditional sense or not, that we all search for in our lives. So I hope that people come out of the film feeling like, oh, I've had that moment, or I've had her moment, or I really understand why they did that.
And as a writer, what do you think you wanted to portray in this film, and where did you manage to do that? Different themes, for example.
I really wanted to portray the complexity of relationships and of cross cultural relationships. That ultimately, the kind of bonds that we form are, and the kind of families that we have are ultimately really, really, it's our core. It's who we are. It's our families that we go home to. But also portraying that that's not always easy to maintain, and so showing this family's struggles in doing that, and that the fact that they just keep showing up every day and keep trying, is something that's really important to me, and I hope that we portrayed on the screen as well.
And how easy was it for you to change the different hats from a writer hat to to producer hat?
Well, fortunately, as a producer, I write a lot of emails. So that's when anytime you get to sit behind a final draft, it's a relief. But no, it was. I think ultimately, it is really the same hat, in the sense of, when you care about the film, you're doing it for one reason, which is to tell the best story on screen. So whether that is what the production needs next with the producer hat, or what the story needs next with the writer hat, it's really got the same end goal.
And where can we see this film after here, obviously after the opening night of the Brooklyn Film Festival?
Yes, so the film was, the distributor is Narrative, and Persimmon, and it will be available if you're New York based in Cinema Village in theaters starting June 18th. If you're LA based or Santa Barbara, there's a couple other cinemas as well, and then available for everyone a little bit later in the month after it's had its theatrical run, on at home, pay per view, and Apple and Amazon. And we're super excited to welcome it into everybody's home.
Great, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much.